Welcome back to Neetha's Indulgences. Today's dish is going to be Rajma. Many of you have made Rajma in their house, but this is a very simple and easy recipe that I'm trying to show. So yeah, what are we waiting for? Let's crack on with it. Pressure cooker Rajma is what I am planning to give this dish a name, because everything is going to happen in this pressure cooker. My pressure cooker is not that beautiful, so please don't judge me. Okay. Let's switch on the gas. I'm using ghee and oil as well. 2 teaspoons of ghee, a tad bit of refined oil, okay? Not too much, because I don't want that ghee flavor to just give you all a kick. Okay, now let's add some spices to our ghee. So 2 small bay leaves, and then I have star anise, I have cinnamon, black cardamom, green cardamom, cloves, and a half a teaspoon of peppercorns. Now, there's another thing that I really like is a little bit of crushed coriander seeds. So I'm adding in now a pinch, and then later on I'll add in some more. Make sure your heat is on low, otherwise this is going to burn quickly. Now add in your onions. These are 2 onions finely chopped. Let's saute the onions nicely. Let's light golden in color. This is a very easy dish. Anyone can make this in no time. As usual, add in a pinch of salt. Make sure that you layer your salt in each stages. When you add in onions, add in a little bit of salt. Once you add your spices and your tomatoes, then add in a little more. So give it a layering of
salt.
Layering of salt, yeah. If you try adding in 1 chunk of salt at middle of the cooking, I feel the flavor always, differs, or there's something which will not be right. Today it's a decent weather, but the heat is still the same. So I want my onions to be a little more caramelized. Just waiting for that. Our next ingredient is ginger garlic paste. This is freshly made ginger garlic paste. You can add in a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. Once your onions are sauteed, then you add it. Let's saute the ginger garlic paste nicely, because you don't want the raw smell of the ginger and garlic to, stand out. And make sure to soak your Rajma overnight, because that's very important. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to cook your Rajma. I'm sure all of you know it very well. So just soak your Rajma. In fact, I soak everything, all my dals. If I'm making dal tadka or black dal, whatever I do, I always make sure that my dals are always soaked. Okay, we are almost there. Now I'm adding in slit green chilies. I've taken 3 to 4. You can reduce spice if you like. Reduce the heat, and I will add in all the powders. Okay, what all do I have here? I have a little bit of this turmeric. A pinch of turmeric goes in, like just say half a teaspoon. Then I have mixed red chili and Kashmiri chili. So this is roughly about a tablespoon of red chili powder. So a tablespoon of that. Then we have coriander powder. This is freshly crushed coriander powder. This is also a tablespoon. Okay, let's saute the powders. Make sure not to burn your powders. Okay, I'm adding in a little bit of water. Okay, time to add a little more of salt. So our powders are sauteed. Now I'm adding in 2 chopped tomatoes. One is a big tomato and another one is a smaller tomato. So that one. Okay, check for salt. I need a little more of salt here. Let's make this a nice paste. So I'm going to reduce the flame and then I'm going to close this just this way. Just saute it and just keep it for like maybe 40 seconds. And then I'll be right back. Let's add this. It is simmering now. At this point, I'm going to add in a knob of butter. This will give a nice creamy texture to my rajma. Okay, let's cover and cook the rajma. Then we'll wait for the steam to come and then we put the weight. First whistle and we keep it for another 15 to 20 minutes on low flame. So that's how I always cook. So my meat, my rajma, everything is cooked on that same pattern. Let's wait. Okay, the steam has come. Let's add the weight. And now we will wait for the first whistle. Sim this and let's keep this for 20 minutes. Timer for 20 minutes. Okay, it's almost 20 minutes now. I'm going to switch off and wait for the steam to just go away and then we open. Okay, let's open this now. This rajma is not cooked, so I'm giving it another 10 more minutes. So I'm switching on the heat again. I need some more salt. Adding in little more water. So what I'm doing now is mash the rajma. Always do that because that gives a thickness to the gravy. That's the North Indian way of doing it. Smash it a little bit. I'm adding in half a teaspoon of garam masala. So I told you I kept some crushed coriander seeds. I'm going to add that into this rajma. So what happens is when you bite into rajma, you will also get this a little bit, so it's crunchy. Okay, time to add my favorite ingredient, a knob of butter. So we added initially, now we are going to add one more for the roll. Let it simmer for like 5 to 10 minutes on low flame, okay? Hey, രുചിയെ പോയി കടിച്ചത് black cardamom. Salt is correct. See, for this you don't need any masalas like your rajma masala or like chana masala. With normal simple ingredients, you can make some amazing Rajma Chawal. What's happening? So we stay right next to Vijay's office, our CM Vijay's office. You just close it like this and let it simmer. Final touches are like throwing in lots of coriander leaves. Okay, it's been simmering for 5 minutes. Looking good. I'm going to add in a little bit of freshly chopped coriander leaves and switch this off. Here we go, our delicious rajma is ready. I'm going to put it in a nice bowl. Serve it hot with basmati rice. Now that's the combination, okay? Just look at that. It's so creamy and juicy and really easy because it's one pot. It's garnish with freshly chopped coriander leaves and plain basmati rice and this rajma. It's my favorite. I get some rice. Time to taste. Whew, hot, hot. Yummy. Try this if you can, or if you like rajma and if you like North Indian food. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.